Oh.
Mom!
Have you heard that Gen Z is a bit prudish and not fucking as much?
Well, I can see that because I've gotten that way too. You know, sometimes you've had enough and you're just
But they haven't had anything yet.
Well,
like, you've been there, done that.
That's true.
And you've chosen to have enough.
But they've grown up with the internet.
Yeah.
You know, they've grown up with
They're overstimulated.
overstimulation of just seeing so much stuff.
Oh, whereas we were deprived, and so
We
when we
didn't
had
know.
a chance, we were just like...
Yeah, we didn't know. We didn't have anything like that.
Yeah.
Like, we had no access to it.
And it's interesting now that, like, when it comes to STIs, that we have more prevention and more cure than ever, and the kids are having less sex than ever.
Yeah, they just, well, they'll figure it out.
Yeah, they'll come back. I think, like, analog experiences will... My prediction is analog experiences will have a renaissance.
Yes.
There's only so much online digital stimulation.
Virtual that you can
have.
take, yeah. Then you have to just want to do it in like real life. Like maybe we'll just sort of get to this place where we're like outside of devices and communicating that way.
You must have done gigs at the like swingers retreat or the nudist retreat.
I have done like a bear weekend. And I have done like lesbian resorts. I did a lesbian cruise, quite a few of them, but nothing that's like specifically like scandals or like whatever. What is it? Hedonism on the beach. Hedonism 2. Nothing like that. I'd love to.
It is easy to savor more this summer with nutritious 2-minute meals from Factor. You just heat them up and enjoy. And then you've got more time to do what you want, like turning a look at a pool party or listening to a great new podcast, I don't know, hosted by an Australian beauty. Get started at factormeals.com/Courtney50off and use code Courtney50off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box.
I've been working on a project that like is about a 3-way relationship. And I mean, gender, sexuality and sexuality in all its forms is something that fascinates me.
Yeah.
And I think of myself as like a one-person scientist, like anthropologist.
That's good.
I think of all the sex as being scientific as well as enjoyable.
It is scientific.
Yeah.
It's psychological. It's so fascinating because it's like when you're communicating with the kind of the bare root of a person. You know, when you're sexing with them, it's the kind of animal side, but also the bare psyche of them. So you're communicating with all of these different levels of self. That's really fascinating. And then you bring into it the unconventional idea of a third person. You know, the group, it's an interesting dynamic.
I got invited to it's an app, but it's like how do you describe it? Ethical non-monogamy.
Yeah.
But they're like of a more hetero vibe.
Yeah.
And they have like an app in Sydney where they like have events, and it's like somewhere between like a dating app, but they're like male and female couples. But the men do get up to bum fun and interested in like exploring their world for journalism.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And for my own sexual satisfaction.
There's sort of a bunch of parties like that are kind of international. But it costs $10,000 to join.
Oh, wow.
But if you're, I think if you're a woman, it's like
cheaper,
but not significantly so. But if you're a woman under 25, it's free. Weird.
That's feeling a
and
bit creepy.
It's weird. And it's like, I liked the idea of it. And then I was going to go to a party, but then the pandemic happened. And then I never revisited it again.
What does $10,000 cost of entry get you?
I think it gets you dinner.
Is that like a yearly membership? Is it like Soho House for swingers?
I think it's just for one party.
Wow.
I think it's per party.
Does that include airfares and accommodation?
No. It's just the entry. I think it may be you and a person. So it's like a couples. It's weird. It's like very pricey, but I don't know. I think it's like that they want to like have this mysterious sort of bacchanal, and then they have musicians come and play blindfolded. So I'm assuming that it's one of those things where it's like a clothing optional as well. They want to do like an eyes wide shut thing, but you know they don't look like Nicole Kidman.
Nicole Kidman doesn't look like Nicole Kidman.
No, I mean, but yeah.
Sorry, not attacking Nicole Kidman. She looks beautiful.
I think I like the idea of like, oh, it would be great if that existed for real, but I don't think it's going to be good when you go there.
$10,000, obviously, like you're cutting out a broad swath of the population. It's like a rich, affluent person's playground.
But rich people aren't hot.
No.
They're just not.
But they can pay hot people.
Yeah, so I think
you bring a hot slut plus one.
You have to bring like hot people, or I don't know if they hire sex workers for the party also, that's sort of supplemental. You know, and then I heard some celebrities' names floated around that go, and I was like,
you
Hunter
don't have
Biden?
Sex with them.
No.
Oh. This is Make It Make Sense, where we watch some videos and we try and make them make sense.
When we smoke or drink and we get drunk or high and your mind is not in the right place, you spiritually open yourself up to demonic spirits. That's why when people said they go to the clubs, you know, they look in people's eyes and they're just empty. When you look in somebody's eyes and they're pitch black or they're empty, that's because that person is not there. They are filled with demonic spirits.
Well, that's because that person's on MDMA.
Yeah.
And there's very little lighting.
You know what it gets demonic? I think it's crystal meth.
Oh,
People who are on crystal meth, there is something that is a slight demonic, but because it's like one of those drugs that's just like so weird.
Insatiable.
And it's like there's like a sex monster vibe too.
I like that we're finding common ground with this girl on the internet.
So yeah, I don't agree with other drugs, but I do think crystal meth does have that tendency.
Yeah, I did crystal meth in my youth, and in my memoir, I was like, you know what? I did all the drugs. I'm very like, I think it's important to talk about the experiences, but I did crystal meth, and you don't have to. Like, I just don't think it's necessary.
No, it's not fun.
No.
That's why it's like not even like a good drug. Like I think there are good drugs. There are drugs that are like mind altering and like mood enhancing, expanding. So, you know, there's journeys that you can go on, but crystal meth is just such a I do think it's demonic.
Yeah, but as far as this young lady is concerned, I don't think people on a dance floor are demonic and crossed over.
No, people don't really do that at the club.
They're just having fun. If anything, I think there can be an awakening if done in moderation.
That's right. Responsibly.
Take on the summer with nutritious 2-minute meals from Factor. You just heat up and enjoy, and it gives you more time to do what you want, like taking a hike or hopping on a week. Factor meals pack in the flavor, and there is no fuss. So get started at factormeals.com/Courtney50off and use code Courtney50off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box.
Next video.
I don't understand what is so hard about correcting other people.
I'm so sorry I fought for gay rights. I'm so sorry for all the pain and suffering I went through, and had I known y'all were going to take it this far, I wish I could go back in time and not fight for gay rights and just live a nice, quiet, silent life on my own. We thought that's what we were fighting for, was just nice, quiet, fitting in, being just like everyone else. But I didn't know y'all were going to take it this far.
This sounds interesting because I think the context of the video that is set up there is a person, I think, talking about being misgendered and pronouns.
Oh, yeah.
I guess the person speaking is sort of...
Just sick of it.
Yeah.
Just sick of it. I think that pronouns are important. Like if people want to be called by a certain pronoun, that them setting the boundary and asking society to do that is legitimate.
I'm going to make a controversial statement.
Yeah.
In that place of powerlessness that we queer people came from, when we sort of were like starting to make some legway, the conversation around pronouns maybe went too far. Mm-hmm. Like I get that it's a challenging conversation for a lot of people to understand, and I feel like we have to try and take those people on the journey. Mm-hmm. I understand it can be very traumatic to be misgendered, but when I see people who are living in so much trauma over an innocent mistake, mm-hmm. I just think that you have to think about your own happiness and have an objective view of the world and be like, you know what, not everybody's going to get this. Mm-hmm. When people are malicious and mean, that's horrible. But
Right.
when people are being innocent and misgendering you without knowledge,
Right.
I feel like if you're taking that to the heart on the internet, that's not healthy or helpful for you, the
Right.
individual.
It's tough. I mean, it's also the neo pronouns are really, those are the ones I struggle with. Would be z, zim.
Well, I remember like zip, zap, zop.
It's so hard.
I remember Vivian Bond was the first person that I heard talk about pronouns in the early 2000s.
Oh, right.
Because they were Z, I think. Z, maybe?
But she's now Mix, which I actually want to do too.
Yeah.
MX, which I love.
Well, mixes are called like honorific, but I remember like Lance Horn always talking about Vivian as Z.
Yeah.
And even in a time before, I was like, what is this Z? Oh, that's kind of cool, or I don't
It
quite
is
get it.
cool.
There's kind of like that overcorrection where
Mm-hmm.
somebody's like, wow, I wish we hadn't fought for this. Like, I thought we were just fighting to be quiet and be the same as everybody else.
I
But
think that's what it is that we just want to be the same.
did you always just want to be the same?
No, I want to
feel
be
like-
more.
Yeah.
I want to be more.
Ad-free versions and extended episodes of RnR with Courtney Act are available on Mum Plus Gold at patreon.com/mumplus.
I like this as a heart. I didn't realize it was a heart.
It's very cute.
It's kind of Vivienne Westwood.
It is Vivienne Westwood.
It is Vivienne
yeah.
Westwood.